Yesterday, we had a little mishap with Bruno, and I might as well tell you all about it. I don't know if y'all can see Rhett and Mac. Get up here, you might be able to see him. Kind of behind that tree. There they are. They're working their way around, putting posts along the fence. And they've already gotten all the way around there. You can look. I don't know if you can see in front of those T-posts are black step-in posts like we used for our electric. We're adding that here. And they've made their way to right there. You can barely see them because of this glare. Chance is putting out posts ahead of them, but he's about to leave to go get ready for baseball. And we'll finish all the way around to here, where this temporary gate is. There's Zoe. Zoe's fixing to leave, go to the ball field. She's getting out of work again. They can't hear you. I got the mic on. I can tell them you said anything I want. Farmer Rhett looking for more posts. He don't know Chance already put them up there. I had to tell him that Chance had staged them for him. Hard-working little 6-year-old right there. He loves farming. Now his sister, she don't love it so much, but she still helps. So the reason we're doing this, if you've been around a while, maybe if you're just beginning with us and just subscribed or just started watching, you may have to go back and learn why Tater is at Cog Hill. Well, it's kind of the same situation. We got a call yesterday from our same farmer neighbor that he had another visitor. I told this story on our live stream last night, and I said, well, I'm going to go ahead and tell the story because I'm not going to do a video on it anyway. And I started thinking about that and realized that some of you that follow us, that watch the progress of the farm and what's going on with the animals, don't watch live streams. And I'm like, well, they're going to miss out on what happened and not know the backstory to it. So I decided to go ahead and do a video about it and let you know what happened. For those that don't know, I'll fill you in that for the first time Tater went in heat, she escaped from here and went to visit the neighbor's bull. The longer version of the story, you'd have to go watch the video. Well, now he has cows in heat. And Ferdinand decided to get dressed up, get his hair slicked down, and go pay a visit to the neighbor's cows. Now, the same fence structure applied, so he couldn't get to them. But he did stand there at the fence, right across from a cow in heat, nose to nose with the neighbor's bull. Now, the neighbor's bull had to bend way down to get nose to nose with Ferdinand, but it still remains he was over there. Now, to fill in some of that backstory, this temporary gate I showed you is where a tree fell down on the fence between us and our neighbor, and it's the pasture that I lease. Well, we repaired it the best we could until we can get posts put up, but I talked to the neighbor and I asked her if she was okay with us installing a gate there. So I've got posts already there. It's just waiting for me to set them, put a gate there, and tighten the fence all to that. But for now, we have it fixed to where the cows would stay in, except if you don't chain both sides of that to the T-posts. It used to be Jack. Jack could move the gate. Well, somebody forgot to put the other chain on there, didn't clip it, and Ferdinand was able to move the gate and get out. Well, once he moved the gate and got out, Cinco and Bruno also got out. So after the call from the neighbor, I pull back up and I see Cinco and I don't see Bruno. I grabbed a bucket of feed, came into the pasture. Cinco follows me in. She is not crying for her baby. Fill the troughs, feed the alpacas. Cinco is eating. Still no Bruno. And still no noise out of her. Rhett, come here. You're on camera. Why are you not helping now? She won't let you put posts in. Wait a minute, you're walking off camera. Stop. Right there. Why will she not let you put posts in?
I'm just carrying them, and I want to put opals in the brown, and she keeps saying, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me.
Well, what's wrong with just helping by carrying posts?
Because it's hurting my arms.
But you want to step them in.
Yeah.
So you basically just want to be the boss.
No. She's being the boss over there.
Well, she's the big sister. She's supposed to be the boss. And you're supposed to help. So can you go finish helping sister? I think you should.
No.
I just told them what a hard-working farmer you were. Now you've quit. Well, go help sister finish this out. Y'all are almost done.
I want to put posts in though.
I know y'all are getting impatient to find out what happened with Bruno, but I'm trying to fill you in on everything. So, we got two problems, and both of them involve bulls. Just one is a little bitty one. I can't find him. I walked all over this pasture, up in the woods, all around the edges, outside the gate where she was. She didn't go very far. She was maybe 50 yards from the gate. I walk all that area, don't see anything. So I jump in the truck, take off to the barn to get the side-by-side so I can cover more ground quicker. And I know that I still got to get Ferdinand in, right? So off I go to the barn, I grab the side-by-side, and I start covering the pasture. And I mean, we're looking everywhere, or I'm looking everywhere. And I'm trying to update Zoe. She was at an event with Mackenzie, so it's just me. I think I spotted one time, and it was the goats. I had to let them out to graze. And the first thing through my mind at that point is, how in the world do I explain to people that we lost this brand new calf that 30,000 people watched be born? He's back helping now. Sister talked him into it. So now he's back helping. So they're going to run the wire. And we'll get back to our story. I'm not just running slave labor with the kids and talking to y'all while they work. I've got to hook the charger up. I'm doing the wiring on that. But I do have to fill y'all in on what's going on. So, y'all have come to expect a certain level of honesty with us. And that's where my worry was, as I was saying, is how am I going to explain to people that something happened with Bruno and I have no clue what happened? And he's just disappeared on us. I am really in a panic at that point. And you know, my buddy Jason gave me some advice one time when we had a tough year last year with baby goats. And then we had the issue with the puppies. And I've always remembered what he said. He said, good or bad, just always be honest. Some people understand how a farm works. Some don't and will forgive you. and some ain't gonna get it no matter what. Just be honest, and it's the way farm life goes. And I'm thinking, I'm not so sure that I'm gonna be able to say that's just the way farm life goes, that we lost Bruno. This is not working. This is not good. And let me show you what I found. There he is. You scared me to death. What are you doing hiding right there? Good gracious alive. Boy, are you okay? Apparently, the weather the night before, we had weather coming in yesterday. It had been kind of rainy all day. She had hid Bruno. And when I walked up to him, he didn't even raise his head. He kept it down like a baby deer does. Like Mama had told him, you stay right here and don't move. And he didn't. He didn't move until I picked him up, because I was concerned that he was hurt or something. So I pick him up and start trying to check him, and he runs off up the hill. Then Mama runs up to the fence after the baby's moving, after I found him. Now she's at the fence bellowing. Now you call for him. You scared me to death. I'm going to open the gate and let him in there. Come on, Bruno. Come on. Sigh of relief. Now we have one problem. I get them back in the pasture. Now I have to go focus on Ferdinand. I hook up the stock trailer, go to the neighbor's farm. We locate Ferdinand after a little while. The neighbor moves his heifers to where Ferdinand doesn't have such close access to them. They're still in the pasture, but they're in a back section, and he's not right across the fence from them, so it's going to try to calm him down. I back the stock trailer up, put him some feed in there. He hops right in. No problem. I close the gate on the stock trailer, and Ferdinand never takes a bite of that food. He's constantly looking out the back at those heifers. So I go ahead and bring him home. Cinco and Bruno are back in this pasture where they're supposed to be. And in my mind, I will put Ferdinand down there with the goats for a little bit until we can get another pasture built to keep him separated. And that allowed me to, control when he's breeding Cinco anyway. Now, I know a ton of farms, a lot, that their bull never leaves the pasture with their females. They're in there all the time, and it is what it is. When they have calves, they have calves. Nothing wrong with that if that's the way they want to run their farm. I just want to be a little bit more selective, control timing a little better. Mainly, we don't want calves in the dead of winter. Now, for those of you that may be a little bit newer, I get this question pretty frequently because new people come in and they don't know the backstory. We don't live on our farm yet. The plan was to do it in 2020. Y'all all know what happened in 2020, and it just didn't work out for us to be able to build. So we still live off our farm. We also both work full-time. I have 2 boys that play sports and a daughter that's in band and other things, so it's pretty busy. That means there's not a lot of time to do projects, but you get what you can done and prioritize what you have to. We have plenty of separate pastures and paddocks we plan to build. We have the material for it. It's ready to go. It's just a timing thing. Well, that priority has moved up the list, a place for the boys. Probably Ferdinand and maybe the male alpacas. I may do the right type of fencing to put male goats in there too while we kind of build more, but definitely have to have the guys area. That way we let out who we want out when we want them. Until that gets done, I figured we'd put Ferdinand in with the goats. I could get a boys pen built pretty quick, and Cinco and Bruno would be fine over here. So Zoe arrives at the farm from Mackenzie's event she had been at, and she wants to come see Bruno, naturally. And I said, well, whenever you get back, then we'll let Ferdinand out. Ferdinand is announcing to the world where he is. And here comes Cinco and Bruno over the hill. She got out to go to him. I found where she got out, and we got that area fixed. So apparently we had a limb in a storm. So I feel fairly confident that if I put her back, we would have that hemmed up. Every time you have a storm, you have limb issues, you have to check your fences, and we had just not been able to check the fences yet. I'm watching the kids run this strand. So, right now, all the cows are back with the goats, which I don't like because cows are heavy and make a muddy mess. This pasture drains a lot better. I want the cows over here. But they're there right now. And yes, I'm using a general term for cows. It's a cow and two bulls. But either way, that's what's over there. They're with the goats, and I don't want them there. So today's project, or this afternoon's project, is to try to get this electric up just to deter them from testing any weak spots in the fence. And I talked to the farmer over here, and he said, oh, I'd definitely use electric and have no issues. He has a really strong field fence too, but he has electric inside it, and they have not damaged any of the field fence because of the electric. So that's why we're updating this here. They're going to run the strand. I'm going to go hook up the charger, and we'll talk again. All right, we've got that installed right there. I'm going out the top right above Zoe's bee stuff on that shelf out to the outside. I'm going to go hook it in, and then we got to get a ground done. Guys, while I get this wiring done, I'm going to share with y'all a little bit of Rhett and Chance on opening day. Lots of good plays made there. Don't pay too much attention because the uniforms had not come in for Chance's team yet. One of the mothers made matching shirts for Rhett's team just so they would look alike. But they'll have the uniforms in the next game, which is tonight. But they didn't come in quite in time for their opening day, so don't pay too much attention to that. But y'all watch that and then come back.
Woo! Run! Run fast! Run fast! Good job, Ed. Turn around, Ed. Run, Ed. Run. Run fast. There we go. Go, go.
Way to go.
Break to the ball. You gotta put it in play.
Go, go. Good job.
Here we go, Joe. He give him too much to tag. Hey, boy, Junior.
Don't you do it. Good job.
Good job, Jan. Way to put it in play, though.
Let's go, 8. Good job.
Good job.
Run! You better go! Woo! Good job, Good job,
One of your teammates just said, Chance did? I said, Chance just hit a home run. Said, and then he said, Chance did? I said, you hit the ball. He just did.
Good job.
Hey.
Well, opening season, first game day. Did you win? No, they both lost by 1 run. Chance was 7-6, and Rhett was 12-11. But you both got.
We were, my team was 11. We got beat by 1 point.
Yeah. Did you get a home run?
Yeah.
So y'all both got home runs.
Chance had an inside the park home run, and so did Brett.
All right.
Daddy has to give me $10 for last night.
Oh, for your practice game home run?
Yeah.
So Daddy owes them $5 for each home run they get.
Yep. He lost $30.
No.
He didn't lose $30.
No, I didn't know. Not $30.
$5.
15. He lost $15.
Okay. Yeah, Daddy will lose $15 today. That's right. You ready to go check on Bruno?
Yes.
Rhett, you had enough to make it all the way around? Yes. What have you wiped on your face? Look like a little Hitler mustache. You been playing with the burn stuff? Oh, gosh.
From this wire.
From the wire? All right. So, we've got that done. I'm going to tie it off to this post because we'll have to come back and do grounds tomorrow. I'll finish wiring it into the charger, but I'm not going to have time to put the grounds in and get it electrified yet because we got to get to Bubba's ball game.
Can I come with you?
I don't know. We'll see. You sure are dirty.
I wash my hands. That's all I have to do.
All right, sister. That good enough? Let's tie it off right there to that gate, and we'll head out so we can make it to Chance's ball game in time. I'm going to finish wiring this up in here. Well, guys, this is all we could get done today. I apologize for it being short and quick and not seeing a lot of the animals. I am going to get Mac when she goes back around. While I wire this up, she's going to go back around through the other pasture. I am going to get her to check in and give y'all a view of Ferdinand and Cinco and baby Bruno, where they are for right now. hopefully we'll have this completed tomorrow and be able to finish up. But I'm just out of time. Kids do what they do, and daddy's got to be daddy, so I've got to go to the ballpark. Guys, we appreciate you being with us. Thank you for the new subscribers that are here. We're happy to have you, and we'll do an intro video pretty soon so that you kind of get caught up on who everybody is and what we're doing. We love you, and we thank you, and we could not do this if you weren't here. We'll see you next time at Chestnut Hills Farmstead.